Yeah. In India, you should know what are the things people are looking for out there. Write books on that. I hope I've answered your question, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Good. Is there any other question? Please do ask. Please do ask.
So could you please tell about, like, since you spoke about ebook and like how it actually helps, and so can you please speak about how homemakers can you speak a bit more about how homemakers can also write, and I mean a little bit more about what you spoke previously, so that because people are joining, so they also know about it.
Yes, good. Very good question. Especially homemakers, yeah, homemakers.
Homemakers and other professions also, like teachers,
yes.
and also could you enlighten a little bit about it?
Okay. If it's a homemaker, you are the best person to write a book, how to bring up a family. Yeah, how to resolve internal problem. You can quote example. Of course, you do not quote exact situation. You can create some examples how to avoid conflicts. You know, write about parenting. Homemakers are the best people to write about parenting because you are the living example. Yeah, if you are a professional, if you are a teacher, try to write books on motivation, how to groom the child, or how to make the student focus in studies. Write simple ebooks, you know, simple ebooks with about 2,000 to 3,000 words. You can, you know, the good part about ebook is you don't write, it's not an A4 size. It's only A5 size. A5 is basically half of A4. Only half of A4, and the font size is all big. Yeah, the font size is all big. So with about 3,000 to 4,000 words, you can write a book, and then you include a lot of photographs. The more photographs you have, the lesser words you need. Yeah. See, I got photographs. So this way, and you see the contents are so little. Yeah, contents are very little. But the infographics, the photograph, the background makes the book very interesting. So if you're a homemaker, no problem. If you are a lecturer, no problem. If you are a office staff, you can write on your experience. Yeah, about how to do teamwork, how to do the teamwork, how to communicate. Yeah, if you don't, you can always browse the internet, get all the information, and rephrase using your own words. Then there is no infringement of copyright. Yeah, books are normally, we all get the information from the website, from the internet. Take down all the particulars, rephrase using your own words. Then there is no infringement of copyright. So it can be done by anybody. I even remember there's a taxi driver, a cab driver has also written books on places of interest because he takes people, sightseeing. He writes books, or how to handle the vehicle, how to do simple maintenance in case of any breakdown, simple. So these are all tips where people would be interested. We all have got cars. At one point in time, we need to know how to change the tire. Yeah. So all these things can be written into a ebook. Physical book is not possible because physical book is content rich. 100% is content rich. But ebook, 100% information, 100% tips. Yeah. So yeah, have I addressed your concern?
And so, could you please tell us about the copyright images and about the images? And so, could you please enlighten people about a little bit about how teachers can write, how corporate trainers can write, like a little bit more in detail, if it's okay with you.
Okay. So, talking about copyright, yeah, you must be careful.
Copyright
Yeah?
images and
yes.
a little bit more in detail.
Exactly, because when you want to write ebook, you must be careful of infringement of copyright. There are many images that are not free. What you can choose is you can choose all the free images. That is why I say, if you have your own photographs, your family photograph or your sceneries that you have taken from your camera, is 100% yours. You don't need to worry of anything. There's no infringement of copyright. Yeah, even the facts, as I said, you can get the information tips from many aspects of the website, internet. Reword it using your own words. That is important. Do not just copy paste. That should not happen. Okay, rephrase using your own words. Because when you read something and then when you write, you're writing in your own words. You are not literally copy paste. If you copy paste, yes, then it's a problem. Okay, so these are the things. No matter who you are, whether you are an administrator, you're an educator, you are a professional, yeah, if you're a doctor, you are a. In fact, I have got in my platform, yeah, I got about 600 authors. 90% are all doctors, professional doctors. They have written how to treat patients with cancer. Yeah, what the patient should know. Not only cancer, so many, whatever sickness they know, they can write it into book form and distribute to with the patients. And there are many patients who also want to buy the book because it's very cheap compared to a physical book. It's just a fraction. Even if you sell at $1, it is still 100% profit as opposed to a physical book. Physical book, you need to spend so much, very heavy investment. You're nothing, you don't spend a single paisa, and whatever you sell, even USD $1 is 100% profit. So I don't see the reason why nobody will ever charge an ebook very expensive. It's just a fraction. Like my books are all being sold at USD $2 to USD $4. Yeah, and that's it. And they get their book within 5 seconds. The minute they do online payment, within 5 seconds, the book is theirs. They can download because the systems sense it and they can get their book. Say there's unveiled myths of ebook. I've written a book. Yeah. So these are the things that everybody can look into it. Yeah. And I'm sure the opportunities are wide out there. Okay, Ria?
Sir, since you have already covered about ebook, difference between ebook and like the entire book. I mean, even if you like write a physical book, even if you write a digital book, so you covered about more contents, and here here it gets finished fast. So then, what are the reasons? What are the other reasons that it gets finished fast? Ebook in comparison to the digital book.
Okay. Okay. If you want to write a physical book, yeah, it will take you years and years of research. You need to do a lot of research. Yeah, you need to be expert in that field. For example, if you are a trainer by profession and you focus on leadership, you need to read lots and lots of books for you to expand your knowledge. Yeah, for you to be very creative, because when you're giving any talks, participants will ask you a lot of questions. So as a trainer, you must be very, very careful, very, very knowledgeable to reply them with confidence. So you need to do a lot of research, a lot of reading. That is in a physical book. But an ebook writer, they just go to the internet, take down all the particulars, yeah, and they rephrase their own words and give their own topic. For example, I put time management. Time management is very, very common everywhere. Why would I want to write a book on time management? So I can pick the topic, I put stress management. Topic, the content is the same. Yeah, but the topic which I'm giving a talk today is stress management. Oh, yeah, I have people, when they want to come and listen, oh yes, I have got a lot of stress. Every day in my life, I am going through stress. This topic is very interesting. But if I would say time management, so generic, everybody knows what is time management. Although in real sense, they may not know the real, what they call details of time management, but to them, time management is very general. Why would I want to attend a time management program? Everybody out there is teaching time management. And I also know how to manage my time. I don't need people to tell me how to manage my time. But if I say stress management, it's different. Stress management is a skill. It's how to avoid stress, how to be peaceful, how to have a contented life, how to bring up a family without stress. So you see, the topics is very important. Yeah. So even if you are writing an ebook, use the same concept. Yeah. For example, I talk about successful. Success is very, very generic. Everybody know what is success. As long as I make money in the business, I'm success. Yeah. But they don't realize being successful in business does not mean you are successful in your family. That is where we change the topic to call work-life balance. Yeah. So if you're a creative, you would not say how to be successful. You will tell how to have a work-life balance. This will catch people. So this is how writers or people who want to go into writing, they must be very creative in coming up with a topic that is very interesting, and that is what people really want. Have I answered, Ria?
Yes, so and so I mean, since there are a lot of questions like whenever we go like to participate and all that, the people ask why should we participate, and like you have already answered like how it can be used for housewife in the sense like even if you know how to cook properly, you can write it in the book. How to manage home, you can write it in the book. Someone who has a successful family life and not successful, I mean. Maybe whatever it can be, like some people have successful family life and not successful work life, but generally it is said that you earn and that's why you have a successful family life. So even if that paradigm is disturbed, so the person who has had successful family life can write on how to manage successful family life and how to actually I mean balance it out. So I mean sir, so what, since you have mentioned about pictures, you have mentioned about copyright-free images, you have mentioned that I mean, about our publications, NAHAN publications, about how you sell, a lot of things have already been answered, but so could you please, could you please talk about this little more in detail?
Well, if I hear you correctly, you just want me to explain in greater detail
Yes,
how to go about
yes,
writing ebooks. Then okay, basically, if you are writing a book on successful, if you are a successful person, or if you are a what you call, you are the man of the house. Okay, you are the leader in your house. As a father, you should know the best for your family. And since you are a living example, you have the right to write about how to bring up a family because you are a living example. Yeah. But obviously, you need to make sure your children have been brought up in such a manner that they are also successful. Or if you are going through a tough life, yeah, you just could not focus. Again, you are the person who have really gone through the process, gone through hardship. So you are very capable of writing something that you can share with the others. How were you able to overcome those challenges? Yeah. But by writing, if you are a living example, if you have gone through, you would be the best person to write about that topic, as opposed to another person who have never gone through the tough life, like what you have done. He will be only writing based on what he's reading. He may not be perfect, but since you are the one who have really gone through, you are the authority who can write on that topic. Then your book will be more impactful to others as compared to another person who has done research, who have done a lot of reading, and then he come up with a book how to resolve the problem. You compare both, you will be a better person in terms of your writing. Most important is, it's not the language that you're using. The key is how you part your knowledge. That is why I say ebooks are very simple writing. Don't use bombastic words. You need not be a very qualified professor or an educator for you to write a book. Ebook is very simple. If you do not write, if you cannot write in paragraph, jot down in point form. Point form. Okay, how to be an effective father. Just point form. And then elaborate just 1 or 2 sentences. A point, elaborate 1 or 2 sentences. That's it. It's very simple. Yeah. At this moment, you may find it difficult to understand. For you to understand, you have to have your own experience of writing an ebook. Then once you see the layout of your book, how it is positioned, how it is been text, how you have done the pages, the photographs, and especially with your photograph in the book cover, yeah, that is where you will have a new perception on what you should do. Yeah, see, you see, this book I wrote at that point of time, change was very important. Change, people do. Every companies, they had major change, but people found it difficult to accept it. That is why I wrote this book. This was a very good seller at that point of time, because at that time, this is what people want. Okay, reality of life and why employees resist it. It's still applicable, yeah, but at that point in time when I wrote, it was the topic that everybody was looking for. It sold very well at that time. Yeah, of course, there are still buyers, but the book is already out there. Anybody can just browse. Yeah. So, have I answered, Ria, or did I miss something?
No, sir, you answered quite a lot of questions. And so, I mean, since you mentioned about Nupurji writing a book and like you were surprised about how she, like the kind of book she has written, and a lot of people who have written the books, so could you please tell some examples of the best ebooks, like according to like you've given Nupur ma'am's example, also like one of her examples, Shabana ma'am's example also. Could you please give more examples of the people who have written, I mean, like excellent, goodness par excellent book. So what is it that was unique in their book, so everyone here and people who are listening in your live and all over the world can also implement those tips?
Well, actually, it's a very, very subjective question. Yeah, but basically, like in case of Dr. Nupurji, I think she would be the best person to talk about her book. Yeah, but nevertheless, based on what I've read, it is a book comprising of healing. And healing is something that people require, not only yesterday, not only today, but even in future. So what she has written is what the market wants. She has shared how about the topic, about the healing process, about the success stories. So basically, when you want to talk about successful people, there are many of them who have written books very successfully. I would not say, supposing if I would write 10 books, not all the 10 books will be sold, will be received well, okay? Depending on individuals' needs. For example, if there are people who are looking, where they feel that, a lot of changes are happening, in this world, and I'm so complacent with what I am. And now suddenly my boss wants me to change. I find it difficult to accept because I'm so complacent with my life. Why would I want to change? Why would I want to take another risk of changing myself, which I don't know it will be successful? So if I have that kind of mindset, I'll be out looking for books that describes or explains what is change. That is why when they come across my book, they want to buy the book because they are in a situation where they really need to understand. They must have the awareness of what is change. Why is change important? If I do not change, what are the consequences? If I change, what are the consequences? If I understand all that, then I'll be looking for a book about change. And there are so many books out there. The choice is open. They can choose whatever books they want. Yeah. And normally, ebook is the only one that they can get cheap. If they were to buy a physical book, it's quite expensive. Yeah. But although in India the book prices are very cheap, that is where when I used to work in India, every time I come back, I bring back bag full of books. So at the moment, I got about 500 over books that I bought in India sitting in my library. Yeah. So the option is very open, and ebook is the cheapest form where people can get information. And there are many writers who may write on similar topics. Even if you buy 4 or 5 books, it's all online. No, just buy and you read whenever you're free. You can store hundreds of books in your laptop as opposed to carrying hundreds of physical books. So to answer your question, I think it all depends on individual. Yeah, what are they writing? As long as there are readers who are hungry on that subject, or as long as there are people who want to know more about that topic, then they have got the right book. Yeah, so it all depends on individual. Yeah, I cannot just write a book and say, oh, this is going to be the best book. Yes, it's my perception. At the end of the day, what counts is the number of readers who have read it. Yeah, so it all depends on individual. Yeah.
And so how can procrastination be an enemy to ebook writing? Like you have mentioned it a lot of times, but I mean, specifically, like what is the negative role played by the procrastination?
Okay. I think it's a very, very simple understanding that procrastination is enemy number one in whatever we do. Yeah, not only in writing, even in our own life. Yeah, even in our own life, whether you're a parent or you're a working adult or you're an educator or you're a professional person. Yeah, even a doctor. The minute you procrastinate, you cannot get things done. And that will hinder your success. Yeah. So I think this answer will answer all the questions. Why? What will happen if you procrastinate? Because when you procrastinate, you are basically delaying the time. Yeah. Example, I say, if there is a phone bill, you receive a phone bill that need to pay. Okay? They give you, say, 20 days for you to settle the bill. From the day you receive the bill, you procrastinate. You procrastinate. You procrastinate. You take it for granted. I still got time. I still got time. What happens? You will never pay the bill until the last day. The last day, if you don't pay, next day, your phone will be terminated. So what happens? Because you procrastinate, at the end of the day, you have to rush. You got so many other things to be done. Isn't it very stressful? Yeah. So if we procrastinate, we will never be able to get things done. Not only in writing, yeah, although today's topic is about writing, but it does not mean only for writing. Whatever you do, we cannot procrastinate. We must have a time management. We must manage our time. What are your priorities? Yeah, what needs to be done now, so that if you plan your work, you can get things done without procrastination. Even in writing, if you do not procrastinate, you can plan yourself. Okay, I got a deadline. Okay, 2 weeks to complete a book. See, you're already setting a time frame for yourself, and you work towards it with commitment. Then there's no element of procrastination, because you have already scheduled in your planning. This has to be done, this has to be done now, this has to be done tomorrow. It is already what you call written down. It is already been scheduled for you. Then the element of procrastination don't appear. But if you still insist on being procrastinating, let me assure you, you can never get things done. It will hinder your success. It will hinder your life. And at the end of the day, you'll be struck by three things. I always tell the 3S: stress, strike, stroke. So by procrastinating in anything, and if you make it a norm for you to procrastinate on everything, you will be affected by these 3S. So remember that. Try not to procrastinate. Okay, yeah?
Okay, so basically, ethics for writing ebook are, you need to be proactive, disciplined, proactive. Ethics, if I want, because you might copy, and like there are citations, because there is something known as plagiarism. So I mean, you can't afford to. Because now the machines have become so advanced, and ML and API citations are there, so you can't afford to, just goof up with all these things. So basically, so can you just enlighten about more ethics also, like of writing ebooks? Like the ethics part is very important.
Of course, you must have a code of ethics. Yeah, in the sense
Code
that
of conduct, basically.
Code of conduct. Yeah, that means do not copy paste. Yeah, do not use copyright materials. Yeah, do not infringe other people's rights. Yeah, so if you follow this thing, I think you no need to worry about plagiarism. Yeah, you no need to worry about people taking action against you. Yeah, that is why in ebook you always put a claim. There's one page called the disclaimer, the copyright page, where as an author you protect yourself. You protect yourself that nobody can take any action against you. But at the same token, you must make sure you do not use copyrighted things straightforward. No, nobody can stop you from rephrasing. The minute you rephrase in your own words, it is no longer copyright. Yeah. For example, proactive. The word proactive itself is a copyrighted word by Dr. Stephen R. Covey. Yeah. He created the word. He registered the word. It is his trademark. Yeah. But now it has become so popular. Everybody using the word proactive. So now it has become a norm. So everybody uses. So some people, okay, I cannot use proactive, I'm going to use positive. Why not? Instead of saying, I must be proactive. Oh, okay, that's a copyrighted word. Okay, let me reword it. I'll say, okay, I must be positive. So fine. Meaning is the same. Yeah, only the terminology different. So this is something that as you go on writing, you keep on writing, you will learn a lot of things. Initially, you must learn the system and structure. Then only as you write and keep writing, very often, you will try to improve yourself. Don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry, because ebooks, you make any mistakes, you can correct it without any cost.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Ria. Are you there, yeah? Or is there some connection problem? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me, Ria? You have unmuted. I mean, you have muted.
So I can hear you, sir.
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay, I can hear you.
So, sir, I mean, basically, what you said that it takes less time. Basically, to sum up everything, it takes less time. We can have a lot of pictures. You can be creative. You leave a legacy behind. Everyone can write it. Like even someone who has had less exposure to the world, to the varied exposure, and it is a cup of tea for everyone. Like people feel that I can't write it, you can't write it, but it's for everyone. And copyright you have explained properly, and it takes, and within 24 hours also you can write it, but editing you can take some time, but a basic book will be ready. The first draft will be ready by 24 hours. And so some points more if you would like to add.
Yeah, okay. To the question of not being able to write or don't know what to write, I think we should not, we should think proactive, yeah? Look at it proactive. Try to write your first ebook. If you do not know how to write, attend the courses that Mavin will be conducting soon. Learn the technique. Then you tell me whether it's difficult to write or not. Yeah, I can assure you, once you attend the program that will be conducted soon by Mavin Magic, I can assure you, you will have a different paradigm altogether. Then you will agree with me that everybody can write. Yeah, as I said repeatedly, writing ebook is not the same as writing physical book. That is the key to it. Once you understand that fact, once you know about that, once you grasp the real so-called techniques, I believe everybody can write. Yeah, doesn't matter who you are. Even if children can write, the whole family can write. First and foremost, write something to leave behind a legacy. Write about yourself first. Once you see the first ebook, and then if I were to ask you the same question, your answer will be different. Yeah. So step number, always follow the process. The process is first learn the techniques, learn the skills, learn the structure, learn the layout, how to do the ebook, how to write the ebook. And then automatically the rest will fall in place. I can assure you that, because I'm speaking as an experienced guy in this field. Okay, my forte now for the past 3 years is in ebook. I have seen all the ups and downs. I have taught many people, and 99% or even 99.9%, I would say, have successfully written their first ebook, and they're so proud of me. Yeah. So I also hope to see the same thing happening in India. And I think, I don't know whether there are other trainers who claims to be able to teach in 24 hours. I'm the one. I'm proud to say. Okay, it's not it is not what they call cranky idea. It's not I'm not trying to cheat anybody. It's facts, it's the truth, it has happened, I've proven. So definitely I can also make it happen over there. Okay. Okay, Ria, anything else? You have muted.
Answered. So no, so I muted myself. So
Okay.
answered everything. So you've answered everything. I mean, so we look forward for more participation from our participants and from other Magic members also, and hopefully more ebooks will be written and more published, and we all become certified authors, and I believe, I think under your guidance we can flourish in book writing and many other ethics also. Like, since I think ebooks just does not even make us an author, but it teaches a lot of ethics also. So the more ethical persons we become, the more better humans we become, the more I mean, in every which ways we become better, like in personal and professional life also. So extremely grateful for you to conduct this session today, and make our Sunday morning so bright and beautiful. And we look forward to host you again and again. And so please come, we keep coming in, and the more you learn, the learnings never stop. So I mean, so we can dig deep into ebook and other, and especially remove procrastination from our life forever, because it is a forever evil and it doesn't help anyone. It has never helped anyone. So thank you so much, sir. And keep
Same to you
coming.
all. So same to you all. We will keep in touch. Yeah, I
Yes,
am
sir.
here always to assist Mavin.
Yes.
Yeah, in
Yes,
terms of
sir.
ebook writing, I'm here to help you all. We will work together and make sure we create more ebook writers in India. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.